So apparently Otto made Japan's scariest idol group. Huh? Yo, this was linked over to me. People said this is really interesting. You'll enjoy this. Hey, come join me in this. Let's check it out together, please. Let's go.
Ado is one of the biggest names in Japanese music. She took the world by storm with her youth anthem Osewa and followed it up with 4 very successful albums.
And they were incredible.
Between constant recording and touring,
them,
Ado has also found the time for one very unexpected project. This is Phantom Sita, a retro horror-themed idol group. These 5 girls have been put together by Ado to both disturb and dazzle audiences. Japan's idol industry is known for upholding the same values that Ado has opposed through music, but Phantom Sita wants to break these norms. They want to become a heretical existence in the industry and be worthy enough to call themselves idols. Most idol groups only dream of performing at the legendary Budokan Arena.
I've heard a lot about this
Phantom
arena,
Sita
actually.
managed to perform there just 4 months after debuting? Let's dive into the full story behind Ado's idol group. In November of
That's insane.
2023,
4 months
Ado
after
began
debuting.
auditions for her idol group. The concept for the audition was retro horror, and the assigned song for applicants was Top Musica from One Piece Film Red. Although it's a very difficult song, Ado said it was the best way to see everyone's worldview. Over 4,000
And
girls
it was a challenge for her too, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw in his other video as well. That song, she took it as a potential growth moment in music as a musician, because it's something that's kind of like deviating from her usual, I would say, genre kind of. But then again, Ado loves to challenge herself. She loves to go all over the place. You can't really predict her, man. That's what I love too.
applied, but only 5 were chosen. The group's name comes from combining the words phantom and Sita, which is a blend of the scientific names of the monarch butterfly.
They always have
and
a real
swallowtail
meaning
moth.
behind
They
them,
aim to
these
put a
names.
modern twist on the retro horror concept, creating a new idol image that evokes nostalgia while staying rooted in Japanese culture. Their fandom name is Haine, which not only references the swallowtail moth, but means hatred in French.
Oh, wow.
Now you're probably wondering what exactly Ado does for Phantom Sita. She isn't just using her name to give them free publicity. Ado is officially the group's producer. She's involved in both the creative and music processes, as well as other things like stage production. She's notably designed some of their outfits, and there's a few behind-the-scenes videos of her coaching the group. Keep in mind—
Wait, so Ado, for example, she produces as well, right? Because I didn't know this, right? I knew that she sings, I knew that she writes her songs, but I didn't even know that she produces as well. That just adds to the variety. And I guarantee it's not that surprising that she produces, but I didn't really know. But that's amazing. Let me know, guys. She actually makes beats like herself on a specific program. Like for me, when I make my beats for my music, I use FL Studio. It's super dope. Imagine she uses FL Studio as well. Kind of cool. Wait.
Mind that Ado is only a year older than the group's oldest member.
Damn.
Now that all the main details are out of the way, let's take a closer look at each member. The first group member shown was Mona. She's a reliable member that has a classic idol-like cuteness. Despite being the group's youngest member, Ado says she leads her teammates with confidence. Miu is the center for the group's debut song Otomodachi. Ado describes her as being full of energy, and she has the most charisma when it comes to dancing and speaking. The other 07 member is Rinka. She has a more mature sounding voice, and her singing is very stable. Rinka usually feels nervous before shows, although you never see it on stage.
That's what I love about groups. Everyone
Hisui
has
is the
different,
group's oldest member and the only one with past experience. She's a former member of the rock idol group Wallet, having graduated in March of 2024. Hisui is a huge horror fan, and it shows with how well her expressions are. Her voice is the most distinctive with how high-pitched it is, and she adds a lot of spice to the group. Our fifth and final member is Mocha. She does very well with controlling her voice and singing more complex notes. Ado says she's a very important member, and she actually doesn't like horror.
Wow,
it's very clear that these girls were chosen for their talent.
Yeah.
They have the same raw singing talent that Ado had starting out, so it'll be interesting to see how fast it can develop.
That's dope. Ado is adding to that, like that
7
pot,
months
you know?
after Phantom Sita were
She's
formed,
adding to that pot of like talents that she wants to make it as well, because with her story is the same thing. Like she kind of was the outcast, no one really believed, and she was just a weirdo. She did it, and now she is also investing into artists that are maybe similar to her story, or just she feels has a lot of potential regardless of, you know, their backstory, regardless of anything. And I think that's really dope as well, you know, investing into the youth, investing in, and keep in mind, she's only 1 year older than the oldest, which is also insane. So they're not even that far from her, but she's still investing in them, which is super dope, by the way.
The group debuted with their first single, Otomodachi. The song's based on the theme of betrayal and suspicion in friendships, and many elements relate to the game Kokori-san, which is a Japanese alternative to the Ouija board. You'll notice that their faces aren't fully shown throughout the video, which is likely a nod to Ado hiding her identity. It placed on Spotify Japan's viral chart and was a very promising start.
I never heard it, by the way.
A month later, they released their second single. It quickly gained popularity and is currently their biggest hit.
Yo, that
no
looks
surprise when you find out that Vocaloid producer Kikyo is behind it. The music video sees them kidnap a man, and it's the first time we clearly see their faces. The choreography isn't anything fancy, but it fits well with the horror aesthetic. With their third single, Devilish Girls, the production takes a softer turn, toning down the horror feel from their previous two tracks. This shift puts the focus on their vocals, allowing their voices to shine in a gentler manner. Their fourth single, Hanabami, is my personal favorite among their music videos, and I also think it's their best written song. Phantom Sita released 2 singles over the next few months, and on the anniversary of Ado first announcing her idol group plans, they released their first album. Girlhood Memories consists of 7 tracks, and it managed to sneak onto the Billboard Japan Hot Albums chart. Hanagatami is the only song that wasn't released as a single. It's a sad, melancholic ballad that deserves more attention. This is how I'd rate all their songs as standalone music. Zoku Zoku is my favorite track, and
this is actually really dope because I get a lot of insight on this group before I ever even react to their music. Let me know if you guys enjoy that, by the way, because I mean, it was linked to me, this video in particular anyways, maybe as an introduction to react to these singers or this group. For example, let me know. You guys actually want some? It seems really interesting. It seems like they might make really good music. I mean, if Ado believes in them, is investing in them, they most likely are really good and really talented. Let me know though, guys. Let me know.
If you're not familiar with who each member is yet, you will after watching its music video. Besides music, Phantom Sita have been active with a variety of other things since their debut. In August, they made their first TV appearance and have done since a handful of other TV appearances and performances. They had their first stage at Osaka Castle Hall and have also performed at other festivals and events. Most notably on one of Ado's nationwide Japan tours, they were the opening act. November marked their first solo concert, held at one of Japan's most prestigious music venues, the 14,000-seater Nippon Budokan. Given that they only have around 25 minutes of original music, Phantom Sita relied on covers to fill most of the set list. While their original songs were the highlight of their performance, they tried to spice things up with a solo section of covers. Each member chose a cover that reflected their personality, and they had the spotlight all to themselves for a bit.
That's really dope.
Many of the songs performed, both as a group and individually, lean towards standard idol pop. This leaves questions about whether the group will fully embrace their horror identity in the future, or if they'll gradually shift to a more conventional idol style. To top off what was already a historic performance, Phantom Sita announced something that absolutely no one expected. In 2025, the group will be going on their first world tour called Moth to a Flame. They'll be visiting 15 cities across 10 countries in just 34 days.
Damn!
It's more ambitious than Ado's first world tour, especially since they haven't even toured Japan yet.
Yeah, dude.
Ado said it's rare for a group's first tour to be a world tour, both as idols and as artists. Quite a bold way to present themselves to the world.
Yeah.
For a group that was announced just over a year ago, Phantom Sita have accomplished so much in such a short period of time. Their unique concept and bold deviation makes them an exciting addition to Japan's idol scene. Ado didn't pick girls who fit the mold of your perfect-looking K-pop idols. They're all very talented, and the project as a whole comes across as very authentic.
It does, actually.
Despite having the support of both Ado and her many devoted fans, Phantom Sita have yet to reach a sizable audience. A few months ago, some VTubers covered their most popular song, and that video nearly has the same amount of views as the original. There hasn't even been a major English write-up about the group yet.
Damn.
While their decision to do a world tour shows confidence, the timing seems premature. They're going to heavily rely on covers, and I'm not sure how much international audiences will enjoy them, especially when people in Japan had mixed feelings about them. This also ties into their identity, as I think some concert attendees will be confused when a horror-themed group spends time doing cute idol pop. 4 of these girls have no past idol experience, and 3 of them are still 18 and under. Unlike Ado, they don't have a faceless shield that can cope with pressure and expectations. Although Ado would know from experience whether they can make the next big step in their careers. They have the potential to break into the mainstream, but first they need to grow past the label of being Ado's idol group. Only time will tell what direction the group will go from here, so let's hope their cocoon doesn't hatch prematurely.
Yeah, we gotta see this, man. Let me know if I should react to them, man. Phantom Sita, that sounds like a really dope name as well, especially with the deeper meaning behind it. But Ado believes in them. I mean, she's investing in them. She is really a strong believer of this group. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on anything, but it seems really interesting. It seems like they're really nice. Japan has mixed feelings about them that he said, but hey, you never know. Let me know if I should react to them. Are they really dope? Let me know if you want more videos like this. Thank you for linking this, and also thank you so much for everything, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want more, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, till next time, guys. Peace.